Right off the bat, we're thrown into a tense moment. A courtroom drama setting, where this lady's baby, but nickname isn't just quirky. It's the start of a conversation that could change everything for her. But what's going on with that name? Definitely a case of nerves, or maybe a clue to something deeper at play. Hold on tight, folks. It's about to get interesting.
Then show what he pleaded true to. Okay, mistake jail felony. He's got to plead to 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. The whole indictment is what he pleaded to.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just
and I believe he's already done that.
But Mr. Johnson is here with his attorney, Mr. Grover, the state's attorney. Earlier, you pleaded guilty to this indictment, Mr. Johnson. You remember doing that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're just going to go briefly over it. Paragraph 1 of the indictment alleges that you committed theft. Paragraph 2 goes on to state, though, that you have 2 or more prior theft convictions out of county court at law. So paragraphs 1 and 2 constitute a state jail felony, even if you steal a pack of gum.
Yes, sir.
Because of prior convictions.
And here we go, Kevin Johnson. He's been called up. But wait, is he ready? This is a classic courtroom misstep. We've all been there, right? A mix-up, maybe. A reminder that timing is everything in the world of law.
So you pleaded guilty to those prior convictions in paragraph 2 in 2022 and 2023 out of county court at law 2 of Jefferson County, Texas. Are you pleading true to those allegations of prior thefts voluntarily and because those allegations are true and correct as they are alleged?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty to paragraph 1 stating that on or about April 29th, 2023 in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed theft?
Yes, sir.
So thus paragraphs 1 and 2 constitute a state jail felony. But paragraphs 3 and 4 alleged in 2004 you were convicted twice of delivery of a controlled substance in this criminal district court in 2 different cases. Are those allegations as set forth in paragraphs 3 and 4 true and correct as they are alleged?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading true and correct today? Voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently, and because all of that is true.
Yes, sir.
And the agreement was set forth that whatever sentence shall not exceed a cap of 5 years in prison. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
You're going to be asking for probation here, and
yes, sir.
But paragraphs 1, 2, 3, and 4 constitute a state jail felony, punished as though it were a third.
Here's where the complexity kicks in. Our man Kevin is facing not just one, but a slew of serious charges. Felony thefts, past drug convictions, it's stacking up fast. You see, every little legal detail here could drastically impact his future. This is the legal world's equivalent of a high-stakes poker game. One wrong move, and it's game over. Will he be able to beat the odds?
Degree felony, thus you are looking at the term of not more than 10 years or less than 2 years in prison, up to $10,000 in fine, which is by agreement capped at 5 years in prison. So you're really looking at no less than 2 nor more than 5 years in prison, plus probation could be assessed. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
All right. And that was what you agreed to, and whatever I do, as long as I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Grove.
Basically, Judge, Mr. Johnson has had some recent problems. A lot of these were due to the fact that he was a tranny, didn't have a place to stay. We believe he is taking care of that problem.
How'd you do that? How are you?
I got somewhere to stay at my mama's house now. She put me on a little lease or whatever.
How long has he been in custody, please?
I believe June
June.
2023.
You know, I ain't had no case. I got no trouble, nothing.
You certainly don't when you're in custody.
You get in trouble.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen often, does it? Because it compounds the problem.
Yes, sir.
An agreement has been reached again that whatever sentence shall not exceed a cap of 5 years in prison. A pre-sentence report has been prepared by the probation office. Have the parties had an opportunity to review it? Any corrections or changes to it?
None from the state, Your Honor.
Yeah, and I reviewed it with Mr. Johnson, and we have no changes to make to the pre-sentence report.
It's made a part of the record for all purposes. What was stolen here on this occasion?
It was some food items from Kroger. They were actually, he was caught going outside, so they were recovered. But it was some
Food?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Judge, but during
Go ahead.
this time period, he did have a number of criminal trespasses because he did not have a place to stay. He believes that that has been taken care of.
Yes, sir.
He'll be able to live with his mother. He also has 3 children, 8, 12, and 14, I believe, that will be able to support them.
How can you do that?
I'll get a job. I was working at Green Man. He the owner of Volkswagen. He let me work for him, Harris Smiley. And I worked for a church. Be a bishop, Mr. Morris Jenkins. I cut trees, I do other stuff too. And they'll keep my children too. I won't do that.
Whoa, here's the bombshell. Kevin pleads guilty. But why? Is it the weight of his past convictions? Or is it simply a calculated move, knowing the system's inescapable grip? It's moments like these that really make you wonder, is it better to take the deal or gamble with the jury?
Again, no more, you know.
How many prior convictions do you have?
Sir?
How many convictions do you have?
Just one. It was in 2004, but since then I ain't getting no trouble.
That would be incorrect, wouldn't it?
yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
For everybody knows that would be incorrect because I'm looking at your pre-sentence report here, which shows.
I believe he's got a 2002 arrest, 2003 for felony.
I see 3 felony convictions, 8 years in prison for burglary of a habitation. You were placed on probation. That was revoked. Then you were sentenced to 8 years in prison. And also on the day that you were revoked on your probation and sentenced, you were also sentenced to 1 year in the state jail for 2 counts of manufacturing and delivering the controlled substance. So those are
what time. I mean, how many times?
So those are 3 felony convictions there.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant how many times I went to the paint.
No, that's everybody knows what I asked. And I asked how many convictions you had. I bet how many. I didn't say how many times did you go to prison. Well, there's a big difference in those words. So you also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 prior misdemeanor convictions of courts of record. So that's 19. Plus you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 17, 24, 44 Class C misdemeanors of gambling, open alcohol container, traffic-related offenses, failures to appear, public intoxications, contempts of court, protection order violations, and failure to identify. So when I ask you if you have any prior convictions, I believe your answer was 1. You actually have 63. Your addition was just a little off.
Yes, sir.
That's what's good about having these pre-sentence reports, I guess. All right. Now we know what we're looking at here. Go ahead, David.
Basically, Judge, Mr. Johnson can't deny his criminal history. Again, I would point out that from 2021 to, well, really till 2023, besides this one, the one theft that we're talking about here, he's had some criminal trespass and some other minor charges, minor being that they were gambling and things of that nature. Basically, though, Mr. Johnson believes that he has been able to, will be able to clean up his criminal history.
How can you clean up the criminal history?
Well, not clean up criminal history, not repeat. Not repeat.
Okay. That's 63 convictions. That's a lot of cleaning up. That would be impossible anyway, of course.
And just like that, we're right into the heart of it. The consequences. A 5-year sentence hanging in the balance. But remember, this isn't set in stone. There's room for negotiation, for a chance at redemption. Kevin's plea for probation could change everything. And here's where the judge's tone could shift the tide. Drama. Folks, this is where it gets real.
I misspoke. But
he's taken a change of his behavior.
Yes.
So he says.
Yes,
okay.
Sir. And he would be able to follow along with whatever orders the court gives him to do. And he realizes this is the last time. There's not going to be any other arrests, or if the court gives him one last chance. He also would like to address the court at the appropriate time.
Go ahead.
First of all, I apologize for what I did do. And if I could take time back instead of going take this stuff out the store, I would take an application to get a job to buy that stuff, you know. And I live and learn. I don't go backwards. And if I get probation, my kids will help me too, because they here for me to take care of them, and I'm not taking care of them being here.
No.
Yeah. And I'm better than that. I really am.
We can't take care of them when you've been convicted 63 times. You're too busy in prison.
Yes, sir.
But your oldest child is how old?
13.
Well, you've had that child. Well, you've been committing crimes while you've had that child. Don't hide behind your children now. The day you find out you're going to have a child.
Yes, sir.
You should commit yourself to being a role model.
Yes, sir.
But you hadn't been a role model.
No, sir.
So I want to hear about the children, because that's not fair to them.
Yes, sir.
Because your child, you're trying to hide behind your child, and that's not right. You're standing up on your own. Your child has been around for 13 years, and here you are again.
Yeah, but
it's not helping. That child's existence isn't helping you be a better person like children are supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
They need a father who's not acting as a role model.
Yes, sir.
And foremost, you are a role model. Children are going to pretty much emulate their parents. How are you doing on that?
I'm doing good.
You got 63 convictions.
Besides this, I take care of my kids. I teach.
No, you got it. Besides this,
yes, sir.
I'm sorry. You can feed them and clothe them, but when you're committing crimes, what are they learning from you? Okay. It's simple.
Yes, sir.
What are you asking for, Mr.
Your Honor, somewhere close to the top end of the 5 years.
Anything else from anybody? I think I understand where we are. Here's what I'm going to find, and if nothing further, I'm going to find you pleaded guilty voluntarily to paragraphs 1, true to paragraph 2, constituting a state jail felony, true to paragraphs 3 and 4, prior state jail felonies convictions, which enhance this to a third degree felony punishment, state jail felony. So you put yourself in a position when you go and steal a pack of gum and get caught, you're looking at up to 10 years in prison because of your colorful criminal past. You have pleaded guilty and true voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently. There's sufficient evidence supporting your plea from State's Exhibit 1 admitted at your plea hearing to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of this state jail felony punished as a third degree felony. I so find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. I am following this agreement, and you are found guilty of the state jail felony punished as under third degree felony punishment for prior convictions. You were hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 2 years. You will be given credit 297 days. You can do the math. You'll see you'll probably be released pretty quickly here. But the problem is that you're going to be released and you have a prolific criminal record. You need to turn that around.
Yes, sir.
But you've had children for 13 years. They have that hasn't prompted you to do the right. I hope your word, you're committed to your word, because these are all choices that you have made in spite of the fact you have children at home, knowing that pack of gum puts you in prison up to 10 years. Those are your choices. And you're not just hurting yourself, are you? You've got children who rely on you. You're hurting them. How does that make you feel?
Hey.
I would feel terrible, but it's not preventing you from continuing to make bad choices. The problem is, you know what the right choices are. Make them. That is something.
Thank you.
Now, this is a moment to pause and reflect. 63 prior convictions? Yikes. That's a lot of baggage for anyone to carry, especially when trying to convince a judge of a fresh start. But is it ever truly possible to turn things around after that many missteps? One wrong move, and the cycle continues. Let's see if Kevin has learned from his past, or if he's just repeating TH.